Hi everyone, Alexis here from Dance Designs. Hope you're all well and staying healthy, staying home. Today I'm going to show you a little craft project. Easter's coming up for those who celebrate, and we're going to make little bunnies. You can put treats inside. It's all for fun. Use what you have around the house. I'll give you kind of different things you can use in lieu of other things. I know we can't run out to the craft stores, so use what you have. I'm assuming everyone has some toilet paper rolls, so save them, and if that feels weird, you can use a paper towel roll, or you can just use regular paper. You don't need this at all, but let's recycle, right? So we'll start off with a toilet paper roll or a piece of paper, doesn't matter. And what we're going to do is take a piece of paper. If you don't have paper around, you could paint these. You could use markers. I'm going to use pink paper. You can use white paper. It doesn't really matter, like I said. So what we're going to do is take the paper, and I'm just going to take a pen and kind of set this on the edge and just kind of measure out the width here. And I'll kind of roll it down just to see how much I need. I would say cut it so you have enough that it will go around, and if it overlaps, we can cut a little more off. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the paper. I'm using glue gun just because it's quick, but kids, you can use regular glue, glue stick. It will take a little bit longer to dry, but we do have time to spare, so that could work. All right, so what we're going to do is line it up. It may go over the edge a little bit. That's fine. We can trim it down or just leave it. I'm going to put a little strip of glue. Like I said, you can use glue stick, Elmer's glue, whatever you have. Or tape. That works too. All right, so I'm going to line it up here and just press it in. Careful, young children, have your parents use a glue gun if you are going to use that. And I'm just going to roll it along here. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right, we can always trim it down, like I said. All right, so it's going to overlap a little bit, and then we're just going to put a little bit more glue there. Okay, mine is a little crooked, see? Nobody does this perfectly, but that's all right. It's in the back. Nobody's going to see it. This is all for fun. And then mine is a little uneven, so I'm just going to go ahead and trim the top just a little bit. All right, so now we've got our base, okay? Now I'm going to have you cut out 2 circles. Of course, I have mine pre-cut, but I'm just going to show you how to get a good circle if you are afraid to draw your own. I usually find something round that I like the size of, and I'll take a pen and just set it down and trace the outside. And then you get kind of the same size 2 circles. Kids, you can do this and then have your parents cut them out, or if you're handy with scissors, you can go ahead and do that. So I've got my 2 circles here that I just traced, and it doesn't really matter what size you want to use. The bunny can have a big head, a little head, whatever you like. So as you can see, I got the 2 circles here, and you go ahead and cut those out, but I have already got mine. So you're going to have 1 circle for the head here, and then 1 circle is going to be for the feet, and that's just a circle cut in half. So I'll go ahead and cut one of these in half. Okay, so you have half a circle for the feet and a circle for the head. So I'll just set those aside. Now for the ears, all I did was freehand drew 2 petal shapes. So I know this isn't the greatest angle here, but basically I just freehanded, and if you want the two ears to be similar, you could cut one out, trace it, and then cut the other one out. But I just kind of freehanded here. This is just an example. These aren't even exactly the same, but it's fine, okay? So just something like that, and like I said, if you want them similar, you could trace one or draw one, cut it out, trace it, and then get two of the same size, okay? And I have mine ready to go here, so you'll get two pieces like this. Now I wanted to have a little accent color inside of the ear. You don't have to do that, but like I said, we do have time. So I went ahead and just made two smaller petals that I cut out that will fit nicely in there. And I may even trim those down a little bit so they're a little bit smaller. Okay, so those are going to be the ears. So I'm going to go ahead and trim that down a little bit. And like I said, this is just, you know, however you want to do it. Big ears, little ears. You can make cat ears. You can make it into a cat. So there, that's a little better, right? So we have a little, just an accent color inside the ear. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Just in the middle. I'll do the other one. Oop. Okay. Hope you can kind of see what I'm doing. The lighting isn't the greatest here, but so now I've got my two ears. I'm going to set those aside. Now we want to pick something out for the nose. You could use a button, you could paint it on, you could draw it on. I found these little balls here, pom-pom balls. I have a cool little larger rhinestone that I found. But like I said, you can use anything that you find. A bead, a button would be cute, cute little button nose. So on this one I used a rhinestone here. Oh, I used a rhinestone on both, but I think I'm going to go with, maybe we'll do a purple pom-pom this time on this pink one. So we got our nose, and then for whiskers, on this one I just cut paper little strips, and on this one I used, it's a jewelry wire that I cut up, but I was thinking, you know, you could use raffia if you know what that is and you have it laying around, or even cut a little pieces of brum or string or whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and cut some strips of paper. So let me just grab some paper here. Let's see. And maybe we'll just use a lighter pink. All right, so we'll just take the scissors that I've, oh, there, okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut little strips